Prepare yourself, guys. Chris with T3 Medias, and this is episode 53 for talking through the medias. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about what's going on with the company, the site, and the company. We're Fortune 500, but just everything that's going on with me and Sean and everything that's happening moving forward with the website, with the blog, and the channel. Because it's a lot of cool things have been happening, and right now, just a few minutes ago, we were invited to an advanced screening of Power Rangers. So we're going to be hopefully doing a review, spoilers review. I guess I got to take a look at the embargo. Even though me and Sean aren't an official outlet, we're just pundits. We're just two guys on YouTube who like to blog and who like to talk movies on YouTube. I respect the whole the embargo thing, and I want to be under it. If you don't know what an embargo is, it's I guess it's some kind of a legal agreement with the movie company. It's to the media where they say that give us a certain amount of time before you give a review on a movie. And sometimes an embargo is like a week before the movie drops, or if the movie's bad, a day before the movie drops. That's always a sign that a movie's probably not that good. If they're telling the reviewers and the pundits and the media out there, the people are going to Rotten Tomatoes and whatnot, they're like, can you not say anything at all about our movie until like Thursday? I'm like, wait, well, the movie comes out on Friday. I'm like, yeah. Thursday at 11:58 p.m. Don't do anything. Like, I might be asleep, then yes, please be asleep. So but for the most part, you see what some people usually do, and this is what I do. If I do the embargo thing, I'll do my review and I'll set it to schedule out a minute after the embargo lifts to the second, and then boom, it comes out on the channel. If I'm aware of the embargo, I haven't been too good at keeping my eye on that. I think I have a website where I'm supposed to keep an eye on that, and because I want to respect the embargo, I think I might have jumped the shark on Kong, and we put not the spoiler review, but the review of Kong out a couple of days before the embargo lifted, and I made sure to make sure that the spoilers review was going to come out later anyway, but I wanted to make sure it came out when I knew the embargo was lifted. So I didn't want to trying to get in the practice of it, even though we're not technically Rotten Tomatoes or the Writers Guild or Collider or TMZ or any of these people. We're not official yet. We're officially unofficial, but I want to respect it because I want to get in the habit of it, because I want to be a part of that world, a part of your world. So prepare yourself. I don't know why I'm always referencing Disney songs. I love Disney music, man. I'm not a musical guy, but I'll be in a situation where, just like in a Disney film, I'll just break out in song out of nowhere, especially with my kids. You've got to go to bed right now, or there's a spanking. So brush your teeth. Because I'm not playing anymore. Like, Daddy, why aren't you singing anymore? No, it's 30 minutes past your bedtime. It's time to go to sleep. Daddy's got some Call of Duty to play. But let me go on to so with me and Sean, we are going to go see, hopefully together, if he's not busy, if I'm not busy, one of us will be seeing Power Rangers. So check that out. I'll do a little facelift of the website, preparing for the upcoming Power Rangers release, the advanced screening. I don't even know where the screening's at. Let me I can check it out and find out. I mean, it literally just the invitation just came, and that's what she said. Let's see if I can. So for those of you who are in the Houston area, I took a beating on the stock market too. And we got and our podcast was approved for iTunes. So the officially on SoundCloud, T3 Medias is on SoundCloud for podcasting. Now, what I did was I didn't give it a specific name. I do I'm currently doing Through the Week with Chris Fagan, and it's a weekly podcast, or maybe I'm going to turn it into a bi-weekly thing, or monthly. I don't know. I don't know yet. But for the most part, you know what? Talking about the the current events, or the topics, I guess, of the politics and all that stuff. I do that all the time. I'm always talking about politics. I'm big on that, but I've noticed that when it comes to podcasting, and when it comes to what we do on YouTube and what we do on the channel, on the blog, on the website, that becomes emotionally draining. I'm already passionate about this stuff already, but this is the world for movies and TV and games and fun stuff and technology and what the hell Kanye did today, all that kind of stuff. I'd rather be talking about that stuff, because that stuff is fun. I wrap myself up in the politics, and that stuff will make you go crazy. It's like a victim of a crime, going back into their mind of, oh, if I should have did this, I should have did that, I prevented that, blah blah. Like it's said repeatedly on Law and Order SVU, the ifs will make you crazy, and that's what politics does to me. I'm already wired to do it naturally. I'll watch something on the news, and I'll naturally just start going at it. Like, oh my god, these liberals, oh my god, these conservatives, all of them, everybody, they're all crazy, and I just start talking. So I do that too much anyway. But here, this is the movie world. This is the video games. This is the fun stuff. I want Sonic the Hedgehog. I want the Power Rangers movie. I want the Westworld, Game of Thrones. I want to talk about that stuff. That's stuff. I want the top. What's your top 10, sex scenes in a G-rated film? That's the stuff that people really want to talk about. That. So I'd rather leave that, for here. So let me go into this. So if you happen to be in the, that's not even going to tell me. I already got the pass. Am I even in the right email? I send all this stuff to different emails and stuff, so people can't track me down. And it's funny. So I don't know. It's a Houston screen pass. And me and Sean here. We are here in the Houston area. I am close to Houston. Sean's a little further. He drives a crowd away. But we do get to these. Here it is. We do get to these screenings. Oh, whoa! Beauty and the Beast. Looks like live. This is just happening. Looks like we're getting invited to Beauty and the Beast. Let's see if I can make this happen. It's like talking to the medias. Do you accept the invitation for Beauty and the Beast? And at Edwards IMAX. All right, that's one of the big ones. That's one of the nice ones. And the one in Katy. Sean's not gonna like that. Off of Katy. I think it's the other one we've been to before, but all right, we got another invitation here. How does this work? I'm in the wrong thing. I better say yes. Talking to the medias. Do you want to see Power Rangers and Beauty and the Beast? I'm like, yes, I do. Wherever there's a advanced screening, we'll be there. And I'm going to talk about that little model later. Where do I go? I'm trying to accept that. Here it is. I'm trying to say yes officially. And of course, my laptop wants to be. And too late. And just like that, it's gone. It's probably those few seconds that I was thumbing around with this because I can't find my mouse. And the passes are gone. We didn't accept it fast enough. This screen. It says only 8 people are in, and somehow it's gone. There's no more seats out of 8 people. But that's one screen. That's usually a glitch, and I'm about to prove that right now. See, that was a different city. I think I found it. Nope. See, okay, never mind. That's okay. That's the same thing. They do that all the time. They'll send an invitation to because what they try to do is they try to guarantee that a lot of people are gonna fill up these screenings. They invite the press. They invite regular people. They invite people who are pundits they don't know are trying to be a part of the press. That's the limbo. That's the world that we're currently in. And they over if they have 100 seats, they give away 200 passes, and then those passes can say you can bring a guest. They try to guarantee that the screening will be packed. They want to get a sense of Train Spotting. That's a movie. Sean saw the first Train Spotting. Here's an invitation to see Train Spotting 2 T2. And I'm sorry, T2 is Terminator. Okay, you can't call Train Spotting T2 and think that I'm gonna watch it. No, I didn't see the first one. I know it's a cult classic. I just didn't have any interest in it. I don't know. It doesn't look interesting. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should. No, I'm not gonna. No, and this isn't even an invitation. It's just an announcement of a screening of T2. But I really want to see the Beauty and the Beast one before it comes out. But it's that wasn't they invited me to a packed screening, so piss off, I guess that's what they're telling me. Why don't you try being more important, talking to the medias over there with your 1400 subscribers. Man, I'm like, man, our subscribers are the best subscribers in the world. Okay, all right, there's mostly family members, okay, people we bribed, okay. Let me do my Denzel. All right. So you got family members, you got uncles, you got aunties, you got sisters, you got cousins. All right. You got brothers and sisters, you got cousins, you got nieces, you got nephews, and you gonna tell me that because I'm able to jam pack our subscribers full of friends, family, relatives, brothers, kinfolks, and people that just owe me money. All right. There's something wrong with the channel because all of a sudden now, no, even if they're blood or not, I don't care. If you're a subscriber, you're already family. All right. Now, this like the same model from Fast and Furious. This is the same thing because I mean this is a place where we like to have fun. We just like to talk about this stuff, and we just like to keep talking about it, man. We like whether we're debating on plots or whether we are trying to figure out what how a movie should have ended or speculate what another movie's going to be about. But this looks like this is gone. I'm not going to get into that. So basically, we're doing a lot more collaborating with other channels. You're going to see more volume, more of an increase on stories that you won't even see here on the channel. You're going to see more on the website, on the blog. So if you haven't become a subscriber to the blog, sign up, get that alert whenever we post something new. It just sends you an email, says, hey, Talking to the Media has just posted something new. It might be a story that we're not talking about right here. It's not like we're breaking anything or nothing like that, like breaking news or nothing like that. It's just that it's other different conversations. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we're with the people that we're collaborating with, other YouTubers who also blog are the people that I'm reaching out to. So if you're a YouTuber, if you're a movie lover, if you like to do what we do here, if you're a pundit on YouTube and you also have a website where you either break news or you just give your opinion on things, but you put it in the blog form instead of here on video, reach out to me because we need to collaborate on our respective websites because I'm reaching out to get things that we write about. And I want to reach a different audience or more of the same, but just more number. If you have subscribers that we don't have, and vice versa. So if we can link our sites together, and we can contribute articles between each other, acting as the editors in chief of our own sites. And if you approve of a post, if I just recently I just did a post on the movie Get Out, a review. Me and Sean did a review on that on video, and I also put that on the website. So the silverscreenanalyst.com, I believe is his name, is a YouTuber out there, and we decided to start working together, and we gave each other our websites access. We gave each other access to our to be contributors to the site. And so articles that you might see on t3medias.com, you might also see pop up on his website as well, and vice versa. Um, since he's doing these things anyway, and like I said, I might have an audience that I might be reaching that he might not be reaching. And you see a bunch of my articles or Sean's articles and blogs and posts, and all of a sudden you see silver screen analyst, and you read the story, you like his writing style, you like his videos and whatnot. He might, hey, you might get a couple subscribers, couple new fans, people that might not have even seen them because they're used to reading them on our site, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, there's Chris Fagan, great, who's Silver, who's this guy? And they click it. And I like this topic. Let's talk about this. Logan or something, right? And I think that's the latest, one of the newest, his review on his website. So go to www. I think it's silverscreenanalyst.com. He's a great writer. I'm happy to be working with him. Silverscreenanalyst.com. And check out his channel. Become a subscriber, and let him know what you think. Yes, and because as far as comments, I like him because when you reach out to him, he comments right back. Twitter, on everything, on his website, on his YouTube channel. He keeps it updated. He has a passion for it. You can see it, and he knows what he's talking about. So Silver Screen Analyst, look him up. Look up his website. Look up his YouTube channel. Become a subscriber. If you like what you see here, become a subscriber. So all that stuff out the way. That's what's the new stuff that's going on with Talking Through the Medias. The podcast, we're now on iTunes. Again, it's called T3 Medias on SoundCloud or on iTunes, but the podcast will do different shows within it. So just like the way we do reviews or reactions or the full episodes, this is episode 53 of Talking Through the Medias. We might do different kind of segments or skits or whatever you want to call them, clips. Here, just the podcast will act the same way. I might do a show with Sean. We like Sean and Chris, the Sean and Chris show. We're just talking about movies, or we're giving our top 10 list on the podcast. The next day, I might do a Through the Week with Chris Fagan. I might want to talk about politics. I have a day job. I'm a realtor. I'm going to start doing a new show called the Round Table. I'll talk with different realtors within my firm. Interview people that I've worked with that may not be affiliated, but just realtors in general. Clients. I'll have clients who I've just recently worked with right after we've wrapped up a sale or whatever. And I want them to review me on the spot, let them just tell the world their experience. And you get, I'm not going to leave you high and dry, the Talking Through the Medias will it's going to compensate for your time and everything, but not to realtors though. No, that's free advertisement. I'm not, I'm talking about clients and whatnot. But what I want to do is I just want to get their reaction. Like, yeah, Chris, you know what, you were late the first day, but after that you started showing up on time, and you're pretty funny, or at least you think you are, but you got the job done. I appreciate it. We got the house sold. It was not perfect, or that's that perfect scenario where the story is like, oh my God, if it wasn't for Chris, if he wasn't my realtor, I don't know where I'd be. Just not getting that Donald Trump love where it's like, I'm the best, I'm the best. Everybody loves me. I have the biggest inauguration ever. So I'm starting to slip. Sorry. So I'll be wrapped in my own world. But yeah, so that's something that can also happen. But it won't happen on the YouTube channel, but it might happen on the podcast, and vice versa. It might not be happening on the podcast, but it's definitely happening on the YouTube channel. It might not be happening on either, and you might only find it on the website. So become a subscriber. Check out the join our soundcloud.com /T3 Medias. Follow us there. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. If you're in Houston, if you live in Texas, you need a realtor, call me up. You trust me. We'll have fun. Find buyers, sellers, renters, whatever, investors. I don't care. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna get it done. And just keep following us. Just like us, comment. I always like to just keep talking with people. I like helping people out, talking with people, whatever the topic is, or whether it's real estate, or whether it's TV, whether it's video games. I'm a one-stop shop guy. And that's pretty much what's going on, man. This is just a laid back episode of Talking Through the Media. Just letting you know exactly what's going on, and probably maybe that should be what T3 Media's episode should be. We should just give like uh, we should address the nation, a state of the union or what kind of a thing, and kind of update you of the behind the scenes of what's going on, what advanced screenings that we're going to, what shows we're preparing to review, and what video games we're about to play. Sean just told me, we were just going back and forth about Grand Theft Auto. So I haven't played part 5, and we were talking about that actor because he's popping up in a lot of things. I think he said that voice actor is also the guy from The Walking Dead, the guy who works under Negan, but who made that guy kneel. I'm gonna need you to kneel for me. That guy, and I got to look him up because if he's the voice of one of the voice actors on Grand Theft Auto, this guy's coming up. He's a real good actor, and he's a real good voice actor apparently, according to Sean. So I got to play. I've been meaning to play that game. Some other games I gotta review as well. But some other things. So I just caught up to Collider Movie Talk for Monday, and today's National Women's Day, and shout out to all the ladies is independent, shout out to like my baby girl, my daughter Cassie. So today's for me it's daddy daughter day for me. So she's the love of my life. I mean, there's one woman in the world that means everything to me, that I worry about all the time. I'm afraid that I'm going to mess her head up with all these movie references and stuff. But she has the potential to be anything. So I love you, Cassidy. I was watching Collider Movie Talk, and the question came up about, since E.T. that race of aliens was in the Phantom Menace, in the council, they were in the Senate, and then of course George Lucas did it as a gag. But ever since Disney bought Lucas and the rights to everything and told us what is and what is not canon, the debate was: are these aliens canon, a part of Star Wars, culture and history? Since they were officially in an official canon movie, are those aliens official canon? And they were going back and forth like, nah, it's just a gag. They were just throwing it in there. R2D2 was in Star Trek, floating in space when the ship blew up. But that was just a joke. But yeah, but technically in the Star Trek world, with their technology, we build C-3POs all the time, like as toys and stuff. That's easily been. We're talking about the race of aliens on ET are supposed to be living like beings. They are not robots. I mean, anybody can build a little droid, especially like a toy. You can build that. We're talking about a race of aliens. Now, they were in the Phantom Menace in the Senate. The people, not ET himself, but his people. Probably it's a long time ago on a planet far, far away. So obviously, we're talking about his ancestors somewhere, right? Or just his fellow beings from that planet. Anyway, they're part of the Galactic Senate, the Republic, and they were out there, giving props, bobbing their heads back and forth. And they said, so it's official. That means in this universe that those exist? I say yes, I agree. I think that so half of them said yes, half of them said no. I think Christian and Mark were on the side that I'm on, thinking yes, and Campia and Jeremy Johns were on the other side, like, nah, it's just a gag. So Christian and Mark and I are on the right side of history on this. Then they are. They were in the movie. They made the announcement. They said, these are official canon now. So in the story, that race of aliens were in the Senate. So that means that planet exists. Obviously, that's where ET's people come from. So we're talking about the connection. Finally, there is a connection to Star Wars and Earth, and it's ET apparently now. So the question is like, well, we're talking about a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and we're talking about intergalactic travel. Well, how long ago was this? So, I mean, we're going to geek out and talk about the possibilities. I mean, if ET's people were able to go from planet to planet within that galaxy, give them a couple thousand or a couple million more years, a couple of billion years, if they didn't need to evolve anymore from what they look like then to what they look like in the 70s or whatever, when ET, or 80s when ET first came out and whatnot. Okay, let's just throw all the real science out of the window. Okay, let's say that they didn't have to evolve; they still look the same. And maybe it's hell, who knows? We're talking about space and time. We could be talking about time travel for all we know. Cryogenics, they froze themselves until they were able to go into we're talking about light speed, a galaxy full of people going at light speed all the time. So if these people, hey, look, here's the story. Here's where I'm speculating it at. After Order 66 was dropped and shit got bad, ET's people were like, you know what? Fuck this galaxy, man. Because if this is it, we're going to be under a galactic empire. Nah, I think this is what we're gonna do. They had a vote. They had senators. They all their senators and stuff. They didn't bullshit anymore. They just went out there and look. Okay, we're gonna jump out of this galaxy. Okay, we've got the technology. We're working on the technology. We're gonna light speed our way to the outer rim of the galaxy and try to make it to the next galaxy. Now, this is a project that's going to take billions and billions of years. We're going to need people who are going to continue the bloodline, continue having babies. We're going to artificial insemination, educators, teachers. We need the best of the best. Okay, we have maybe we have like 1 million to 1 billion of our people on this planet or whatever that we're about to escape from, to get away from the rule of the empire. Okay, a good 90% of you guys are not coming with us. Okay, let me finish. Just like Bill Burr said, he was doing the politician. I'm gonna do the exact same bit. I said, I'm not a comedian, so I don't care if I steal your bit. That's probably how it went down. Like all the other people were mad, like because all the bums and stuff. You've seen those. Have you seen those old ET specials? ET's family, they weren't all like. I think you see those. What was it? No, it was it Robot Chicken. Like ET's family, they weren't the cream of the crop kind of people. So they had their bums, their rednecks, their rich, their poor, their one percenters and all that stuff. And the one percenters and the rich ones and the politicians and whatnot, they were the ones that like I said about Jay-Z. You guys think that just because you feel like you're upper middle class and whatnot, you think that you're better than a lot of people. No, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're gonna get when the ships are leaving Earth and going to that other galaxy. Jay-Z and Beyonce are gonna be on there. I don't care about your prejudices or whatever. Whoever, if you think that whatever, certain people shouldn't be rubbing elbows with you, Jay-Z and Beyonce are gonna be on those ships. So they probably did the same thing on that planet. Hey, Order 66 was dropped. We voted for him. We gave him power over all of us. If we thought he was going to give up that power, he didn't. He made the empire. The shit's getting bad. We got to go. 90% of you guys are going to stay. It's a good billion of you guys. You just tough it out here and just let us know if it gets. We got to make sure that the race, continues on. And that's probably what ET was doing. Maybe that's how he got lost out there. He was able to. They did an intergalactic jump. They found another galaxy that they could get to. They reached it. It took billions of years of travel. Wormholes, whatever. They made it. They made it to the Milky Way. They're here, and then that brings us to present day. So a long, long time from now, in a galaxy far, far away, we're going to establish our race of people, and it finally happened in the 80s. And then the question came up with, well, maybe that was the reason why ET was able to make the bikes fly and do things, and how he kind of recognized Yoda. Like, what's going on with that? And that was the part where they were arguing, like, well, that just proves that it's not that there is no connection because in the movie they talked about reference Star Wars, how it's just a movie. Look, come on, if it happened a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, the story, the spirit of it, the Force. It probably traveled throughout the universe until it just found its way into our galaxy, until it hit George Lucas's brain, and he was able to translate it and get the messages, and just get that pen and paper and just write it all down. And somehow he got the message all jumbled up when he was writing the prequels. But it's not perfect. It's not an absolute science. It's just what I believe. So yeah, there's your connection right there. Intergalactic travel. Took them billions of years. They left 90% of their people, their undesirables behind to deal with the Empire. Who knows what happened? It could have been one of those planets that was blown up in The Force Awakens, for all we know. Let's just say that's the case. And now ET's they're here. And he used and ET himself. The reason why they had to get him back because he was a Jedi or a Force user. He made the bikes fly. ET's a Jedi. That's my conclusion right there. ET is a Jedi. That's just it. Boom. Science solved. So the debate is over on that. So the next thing that I caught while I was going through my day was Hugh Jackman was footage of him doing the sound editing for Logan. Every time you make one of these movies and whatnot, and you don't always get the best sound. So sound is very important when it comes to anything, especially in these kind of like on YouTube. It doesn't matter, podcast and whatnot. If you don't have a good microphone, if I'm not giving the best quality sound right now, which I don't know if I am or not. It's the first time I cranked it up to this level. I'm kind of loud in my own ears, but I'm hoping that that we're tracking okay. But if forget the camera, if the sound isn't quality isn't good, it sucks. It's gonna mess up the whole flow. So what happens when you're out there with trying to record a scene and whatnot? Sometimes things are heard, and then sometimes things aren't. The background noise, anything can happen. So when these things mess up, then you need to clean it up. You schedule the time. You have the actors come back. You get into a studio. You play the scene, and what they showed was Wolverine. Uh, you know, the scene where if you haven't seen the movie or not, you probably don't want to see this. Well, kind of showed it in the trailer. It's just it's him doing his Wolverine thing, his Berserker Barrage thing, where he was like cutting a lot of fools up. So Hugh Jackman had to put in the sounds that maybe the camera didn't pick up or the microphones at the time didn't pick up. So he's watching himself run through the floor. He's doing the snarl. This is the funniest thing because I know this technique and it's funny. But the way he's doing it, like this, you could tell Hugh Jackman takes this character seriously. He's like in his mind, you can tell he's in that forest again, like he is Wolverine. I think even at the sound effect for the knives, and he's like, the producer's like, Hugh, we've talked about this. We don't need you to do the animanium claws. Okay, our engineers will and sound technicians, they will put that in. It's like, shut up. You know who you're talking to. You don't direct. You direct out there when we're at the camera. No. In here in the sound studio, this is my time. I didn't even say action yet. I don't care. Roll it. I'm doing it. I'm in the zone. I mean, he was in the zone. I mean, the whole thing is snarling and like trying to make himself sound out of breath. They gotta capture all that stuff. That's how the sound quality is so good. Like you're right there. He's breathing on your neck. Like even Darth Vader. I'm sure James Earl Jones had to come in. Yes, master. You have to come in. Like we didn't get. That's exactly what they did. And the voiceover. The guy who played the original voice of Darth Vader. Ooh. You're a rebel spy, and we're gonna find those plans and take it away. They're like, yeah, no, James, yeah, come help us. I'm like, yeah, for sure, I got it. Your thoughts betray you, a sister. Now Obi-Wan's failure is complete. If you won't join the dark side, then perhaps she will. No, I can see Mark Hamill in the studio. No, Mark, you don't have to do the lightsabers. Like, shut up. Zoom, 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 zoom. I would love to do those things. I got the sound equipment now. I should start doing my own voiceovers. I should voice over myself. So that was, if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's funny as hell. So it doesn't give too many spoilers or nothing like that. I think that's why they picked that scene to release on the internet because it was in the trailer. So it's just, I think that's how Hugh Jackman stays so cut with all that cardio. Jane. So that was what else came out? Let's see. I know I'm stuff written down. Oh, the last thing. Okay, so this story I found. I saw that I was on my phone. So it hit my a Twitter alert about a movie, a cinema theater chain. I don't know the name of it. I know it's not AMC. They decided to make a movie theater that's built like Pee-wee's Playhouse. It has it has a playground, it has slides, it it's I'm like, dude, I said this is like my nightmare situation right here. But I made fun, and I was like, finally a theater I can finally take the kids to come see Logan, with me, But it's obviously going to be just for cartoons and Pixar movies and all those kid friendly movies and whatnot. You got kids, but it can't be like a regular. Like I'll take 4 tickets for the playground of death, the movie theater of doom. I'm sure it's got to be a specific kind of a theater where, like, for a birthday party and whatnot, the kids are just jumping around and playing and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, we sing Happy Birthday, eat the cake, and now it's time. Later on, we're about to watch the movie. Um, I don't know if will the kids be allowed to get up out of their seats and and keep playing while the movie is playing. Even there are some kids that get distracted and whatnot. They have the attention span of a gnat and they will do that. But there are other kids that are like, stop. Like, if you anything like my kid, I have 3, and all I hear all day, stop, get out of my way, you're in front of me, move. I'm trying. Like, oh god, it's got to be a situation where the parents can just leave. The movie theater people are in charge, and they're just making sure nobody breaks anything or breaks an arm or nothing, and just letting them slide. And while Lightning McQueen is doing his thing on the screen, and nobody's really paying attention, you got that one little girl that's sitting there like trying to get in my way, like kids falling from the sky, like cake all over their face and stuff, and just I mean, it's a night. I could not be a parent in there, man. I mean, it's got to be like the last days in that place. Wherever this is, I don't know what city it is. I got to look it up. I'm gonna write about it, but it's got to be like the end of civilization kind of a situation. You gotta have a movie that they're gonna play that they've never seen before. You got probably gonna have it reserved for like a birthday party. So you got sugar all in their face. You got popcorn being thrown. You got soda pop. These kids are all popped up on. They're like on all that sugar. No, like no. This is gonna be a nightmare. But it could be fun, I guess. It depends on how they do it. I gotta look into it more. But so I'm gonna write about this one on the website. So look for that on Twitter. But yeah, that was all I want to talk about on that stuff. So just update you on what's going on. Let you know what me and Sean and Michael will be doing. Michael's out there in California doing his thing. He's getting a lot of reviews and interviews with other YouTubers and stuff out there. So check out Michael Chew's channel. His segment "Chew on This" is awesome. Um, Hey, if you like what you saw here, you like everything we talk about. If you like just talking about this stuff in general, just hit the like button, comment. Let's keep talking about this stuff every day if possible. I love this stuff. This is my world. This is my. So hit the subscribe button. Like I said, if you haven't become a subscriber already, check out all the outlets: the Twitters, the Facebook, the podcast on SoundCloud. Check them out. Check it out. Coming soon on iTunes. Here on YouTube. Check this out and hit that subscribe button. And follow us on all the sites. Comment, let us know what you think. Just like the model for the Three Amigos, like I said, wherever there's an advanced screening, we'll be there. Wherever, what's the model? Our new model here. Check it out. Check out our new model on right here on Talking to the Media. So I think it's something like wherever there is what the hell did I say? Like wherever there's an advanced screening, we'll be there. Wherever there's a Wi-Fi connection to stream or binge on Netflix, you will find us. Wherever there's a chance to play Call of Duty till 6 in the morning, you will find the T3 Amigos, me, Sean, and Michael. Hey, so let me know what you think about all of this stuff. Like I said, I know a lot about a little and a little about a lot of things, but what I do know is it's time to go. Happy Independent Women's Day, guys. Hope you had a blast. Let me know what you guys think. Till next time, guys, be prepared. Peace. And he struggles to find the off switch and found it.